One dream, endless grind. Welcome back to another episode of Life Noggin. It is me, and today we're going to talk about what it means for something to be the one thing that you want most in life. What would that even be like? How do you get there? And how long are you willing to work to achieve that goal? Let's find out. There are many quotes about the process of hard work paying off. Nothing worth having comes easy. Every choice has a consequence. You must be willing to pay the price. But if you're willing to put in the work, then you can have whatever you want. But what does that mean? To be clear, I don't just mean money, fame, or fortune. That is not what I am talking about today. Instead, I am referring to your one true passion. The one thing that sets your soul on fire and makes you feel alive. When you think about your one dream, what does it feel like? What is the first thought that pops into your mind? Does it make you excited? Does it scare you? It could be anything from learning how to play an instrument to traveling to outer space. The point is that it's yours. It could also be a number of smaller dreams that culminate into something bigger. So let's say you want to become a world-renowned chef. Well, you need to love cooking, researching, and experimenting with new foods and recipes. You will need to practice those skills every day. That is the work you need to put in. If you want to achieve your dream of becoming a world-renowned chef, think of a time when you really wanted to achieve something. It might have been getting a driver's license, buying a house, having a child, starting a business, or any other major life event. Think about all the things you had to do to make that happen. Did you have to save up a lot of money? Did you have to learn new skills? Did you have to make sacrifices? You probably did. In fact, chances are you are working towards multiple goals right now. Maybe you're trying to finish a project at work, plan a wedding, get healthy, learn a new language, or spend more time with family. It takes effort to reach our goals. Even the smallest things take some level of work. So what happens when your one dream becomes your entire life? Well, the word dream itself implies a lack of practice. Dreams are ethereal, fluid, and ever-changing. Reality, on the other hand, is harsh, unforgiving, and utterly uncaring about your hopes and ambitions. When you pursue your dreams, you have to face the reality that you might never achieve it. If you give everything to your dream and fail, then what? Do you have anything left? This is why we often tell people to keep their options open and to have a backup plan just in case. But what if your dream is all you care about? What if it's the only thing that gives meaning to your life? People like this are known as dream chasers. They are willing to sacrifice everything to achieve their goals. But what? Why would anyone willingly throw away their security for a long shot? Well, because they believe in their dreams so much that nothing else matters. For them, it's worth the risk because the reward is just too great to pass up. These are the types of people who drop out of school to pursue a music career, who quit their jobs to start a business, or who leave their families behind to travel the world. People who live like this tend to be passionate and enthusiastic. They are not afraid of failure, and they are always looking for ways to improve themselves. However, this lifestyle is not without its challenges. Oftentimes, they can come across as being selfish or self-centered because they are so focused on achieving their own dreams. This can cause problems in their personal relationships, but it also helps them stand out from the crowd. And that drive often leads them to greatness. A good example of someone like this is Steve Jobs. He is famous for his dedication to his craft and his refusal to give up on his dreams even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. His story is a classic example of how determination and hard work can lead to success. If you want to pursue your dream with everything you've got, you should ask yourself 3 questions. First, is this worth sacrificing for? Be honest with yourself. If you are willing to give up everything else in your life to pursue your dream, then you should go for it. Just be prepared for the consequences. Second, do you have a plan? Don't just wing it. If you want to increase your chances of success, You need to have a solid plan in place before you start. Consider all the different aspects of your dream and figure out what steps you need to take to make it a reality. This includes setting deadlines and making a budget. Third, are you ready to face failure? Failure is inevitable. No matter how carefully you plan things, there will be setbacks. The important thing is not to let those setbacks defeat you. You need to be willing to dust yourself off and start again if you fail. You need to accept that failure is part of the process and that it doesn't define you as a person. But what if you're not sure what your dream is? What if you're still searching for that one thing that sets your soul on fire? Well, then it's time to start exploring. Try new things, meet new people, travel to new places, and expose yourself to new ideas. Who knows? You may just find that one thing that you've been looking for all along. Another type of person who pursues their dreams with everything they've got are those who chase fame and fortune. They're the ones who will do whatever it takes to become rich and famous, no matter the cost. This type of person is often highly ambitious and incredibly driven. They set their sights on the highest possible prize and refuse to give up until they reach the top. These are the types of people who become celebrities and politicians. People who crave the spotlight and will stop at nothing to get it. However, this desire for fame and fortune can be a dangerous thing. It can corrupt even the best of intentions and turn a person into someone they're not. When you're so focused on achieving your goals, it can be easy to lose sight of what really matters in life. Before you know it, you've sacrificed your morals, your ethics, and your relationships just to get ahead. Let's take, for example, the world of competitive sport. Athletes who compete at the highest level often have to make huge sacrifices in order to succeed. They train relentlessly and push themselves to the limit both physically and mentally. They also have to deal with the constant pressure of performing well and representing their country on the world stage. It's a lot of responsibility and it takes a toll on their personal lives. But despite all the challenges, these athletes are driven by their one true dream to win gold. But what happens when they win? What happens when they finally achieve the thing they've been dreaming of for years? Is it all worth it? Sometimes, many athletes have admitted that they felt lost and empty after winning big competitions. They didn't know what to do next or how to fill the void that had been left behind. Some athletes have even gone back to competing just so they can have something to strive for again. That's how powerful the pursuit of a dream can be. It can consume your entire life and identity. On the other hand, sometimes it can lead to burnout. Burnout is a state of physical, mental, or emotional exhaustion that can occur when a person has been under chronic stress for a prolonged period of time. This is especially common among high achievers and those who pursue their dreams with everything they've got. Burnout can lead to feelings of apathy, cynicism, and disillusionment. It can also make it difficult to concentrate, think clearly, and make decisions. Ultimately, it can lead to a loss of motivation and a feeling that you're not accomplishing anything. So, if you're worried that you might be burning out, it is important to take some time to assess your situation and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure to take some time for yourself and do things that you enjoy. It's also important to set realistic goals and expectations for yourself. Don't expect yourself to be successful at everything you do. It's okay to take some time to rest and recharge. When your one dream becomes your entire life, it can be hard to imagine a world where that dream is under the center of everything you do. It's important to remember that you're not your dream. You're the person who's pursuing the dream. And it's up to you to decide how far you're willing to go to achieve it. So when it all comes down to it, is it worth sacrificing everything for your dreams? Only you can answer that question. So do you have a dream that consumes your thoughts? What is it? Do you think it's worth sacrificing everything for? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to click the like button and share it with a friend. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching.